This Could Get Dicey is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast, so things can sometimes get a little, well, you know. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hello, and welcome to This Could Get Dicey, a D&D podcast where a group of buds get to unwind from their 9-to-5s and step into the world of Drew Gala. My name is Destiny Nieto, I play Lü'mis Bjorn, and before things get a little too dicey, I'd just like to say it's a beautiful day to get a bunch of packages in the mail.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you want to disclose what they were, or is it just like the concept of just like, yes, another one, another one, another one?
I can disclose, but really it was just like, ooh, cool, I got a package, and then I left the house, and then I was like, ooh, another one just arrived, and then I left again, and then I was like, oh my god, a third one? But yeah, no, it was an assortment of things, some from my Halloween costume. I got a new pair of slippers, I got some new hair clips. All around.
It's an addicting feeling. It's like a problem because then
It's
you're
like-
like,
It is.
It's
I
like,
should order something so I can get
yeah,
something in the mail.
the joy of receiving something. It also means you spent money, which is a good, for me, I don't know. I like spending money.
Oh yeah,
So,
it
good
feels
feeling.
good to acquire stuff. I like buying. Lately, all of my packages have been like pre-order packages, so like I'll buy them like 6 weeks to like 2 months out, and then like purposely like hit like, all right, submit payment, and then go like, oh, great, forget about you, and then 6 weeks later a package is up on my door and I'm like, oh, I totally forgot, thank you 6 weeks ago, Alex.
That's what's great about Kickstarter, but it'll be like 2 years instead.
Jeez.
It's such a commitment. I did read. I saw a post on the internet the other day of some guy who like backed a Kickstarter from like 3 years ago, and the Kickstarter like guy like went like he ghosted everybody and like ran off with the money, and he took him to civil court, and this Kickstarter guy has to owe him like $200,000, but they can't find him. He's gone, and I think it was for like. Dice. I think it was.
Oh,
like,
I did see
wow.
this recently, yeah. This
Like-
dice
Like, they
company.
can't find the guy who started the Kickstarter?
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
on the lam.
He ran.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
'Cause he
It was
couldn't
it was a
follow
dice
through on his
company.
dice.
So, y'all just reminded me that I have a package waiting in my mailbox, and I know what it is. It's just COVID tests from the government,
Oh,
but
I meant to
still
order
excited to open it up.
Those were so good to get during the pandemic when you were like, I'm not getting a lot of packages right now, so thank you, government, for COVID tests.
Sending me mail and money, tests and stimuluses. It's a good time.
Do more of that.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Alex Villarreal. I play Ellis Vendove, and it's a beautiful day to spark up a brand new candle, or candles plural.
Yes.
Ooh,
What
'tis the
scent?
season.
I got two different cinnamon ones. I've never historically been a cinnamon candle person. I don't really like, but I walked into some place the other day and it smelled like cinnamon. I was like, damn, I wish my house smelled like this. So I got a Yankee Candle sparkling cinnamon, which is like very bright. It's like a very like bright cinnamon.
Sparkling?
Yeah, that's just what it's called, sparkling cinnamon. But it's like a loud cinnamin.
Yeah, as a Yankee Candle connoisseur,
Wow.
You're speaking
You're
my
using
language.
words to describe scent. I don't get it.
Same.
I didn't name it. I guess you mean like loud. It's just like vibrant. It's like it's not a mellow candle.
because there's technically like a top note, a mid note, and like a base note for all candles. Did y'all know this?
Not really.
No.
Or
So
usually,
it's a cinnamon flavor, like a Red Hot's candle.
Yeah, I guess like it is. Yeah, it's basically a Red Hot's candle, and And then the other candle I got is not a Yankee Candle, it's some other fucking brand, I don't know. But it's like smoked cinnamon and leather, and that's much more mellow. Yeah, and I just been like, which one am I going loud? Am I going luxurious today? All my candles have been very like summer candles. And it's nice to this is the season of candles. Good,
Nice.
The best smelling candles, I would say.
We had a candle lit on our table, Alex, the other day, and it's almost at the end of the candle, and it still smells great. It's a candle that y'all got for us, and there's a D20 like wedged in the bottom of the candle at the end of the wax, and so we could actually see the die the other day at the end of this candle.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
We have a candle warmer for like when it gets to like, because those suckers will last forever in a candle warmer. It's not as fun. It's just a lamp, but you don't get the fire, but you do save money, I guess.
Sure. I have a lot of candles. I got a candle right next. I got one candle on my desk right now. I got a lot in the living room. Had a Yankee Candle phase. Love a candle.
I'm really bad about like being like, I don't like this fucking candle. I'm throwing it away. I don't like it. Don't like and I just go, you could go back in the linen closet. Maybe I'll like you next year. And then I light it. I'm like, this candle sucks.
Yeah, I have a real gnarly one that I'm like, I'm not gonna light you, but
Do you
you're
not
at least a
smell them?
60-hour candle.
Do you not smell them before you buy?
No,
Some candles you acquire.
Well, on yankeecandle.com, you're taking a risk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I've
true.
never
Okay.
purchased candles online.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lie. I've purchased a friend's candles online, but I had full faith in them that they were going to smell yummy.
Well, because you read the descriptions and like
Nope.
I
You hope
trust
for the
most
best.
Yankee Candle
I
descriptions.
can't. I have to smell it, or if I hate it, I'm going to have a headache in my own house.
Sure.
Couldn't
Makes
do
it.
that.
I mean, just as a person who had put trust in Yankee Candle for about like 20 other candles in my lifetime,
Yeah.
I was like, sure, this one sounds like it could be up our alley, and it was.
It's gonna be misses sometimes.
Yeah.
Sponsor
What's
us.
everybody's like least favorite candle scent? Mine is like I hate it when it smells like just like soap. Like I hate like
I love a
if
soap.
I ever
I actually like that a lot.
I love a soap.
whenever it says like summer clean or something, I'm like,
Ooh, Summer Clean's a good one.
fucking Laundry
I
line
don't-
picture on the candle.
I love a white candle, but I don't like a sweet or like vanilla candles.
I
don't like
do
vanilla.
not like a vanilla.
Don't like
candle.
vanilla. I also don't like any kind of like tropical imitation kind of candle. Yeah.
Yeah, too fruity makes my nose and brain hurt. Like bubble gum or like cotton candy.
No.
I like warm. I like
That's my trouble right now. Is I have a lot of fall candles, so now it's burning season, but it wasn't. They weren't like you can't do like a crisp autumn night in the middle of summer.
No.
That doesn't work.
But I have been leaning towards like a smoky tobacco or like a leather or like during the summer I find that's like a kind of a nice switch off for me. That's like not like it's warm, but it's like not like cinnamon and spice and
During the
stuff like
summer,
that.
I do all the grass scents, so like the spring showers or the fresh cut grass or the
Sounds nice.
green candles, if you will.
candles, man.
Hello, I'm Kenny Chilton, and I'm playing Emil Mazak, and it's a beautiful day to eat cookies and milk.
Yes.
Mmm.
What kind of cookies?
Got some Oreos.
I
kind of
mean,
milk?
Tonight it was Oreos.
Good question, Destiny
course.
too. But
Thanks.
it's whole milk. I already know Kenny's refrigerator.
Yes, we're whole milkers. We're whole milk only, partially because we have young kids. We used to do 2%, but now because we have young kids, it's whole milk. But man, it's like y'all know I can put away a row of Oreos like no problem.
Like Scooby Doo.
Yeah, no issues. But then like drinking the milk afterwards, it's just like it's I know scientifically it's warmer than when I poured it, but that it feels so much colder after I've like dipped all my cookies in it and eaten them. But I'll do this with any kind of cookie. Maybe my favorite dessert besides ice cream. Cookies and milk.
Cake and pie. What's the best dunkable?
Chocolate chip cookie.
I kind of have a wild card answer for this one, which is fudge covered graham crackers.
Oh.
If you like bite a little piece off the fudge covered graham cracker
like
and
the
then
milk.
let it soak in the milk and then it
Okay.
permeates.
Yeah.
Woo!
I break mine in half.
Woo!
Like, in a stack, like a Mortal Kombat, like test your might situation, and like break all the graham crackers in half so that they can absorb the milk.
Okay. I see it. I see the vision. I mean, graham crackers in a glass of milk. That's a classic.
That's classic.
Let's get into this argument. Are graham crackers cookies or crackers?
Don't cookies have to be
crackers.
like leavened? And graham crackers are not?
I guess this is where British would come in. Is like a graham cracker is probably like a biscuit, right?
That's a biscuit, yeah.
It's a biscuit. I'm 50% British. It's a biscuit. I'm saying it definitively. Although I did just call it a cookie, so I don't know.
I think when we think of cracker, we think of like savory, salty, but I think a graham cracker is just a sweet.
It's a savory
cracker.
or a sweet.
It's a cracker.
Yeah.
But when you think like it's all.
But it's
Man, I
used
don't
in
know.
cookie ways a lot of time. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very cookie
that one's
cracker.
fascinating. Let us know.
It's very good.
Is a graham cracker a cookie or a cracker? Should
A
it be called a
cinnamon
graham cookie?
cracker and milk. Ooh, love that.
Hello, my name is Becky Schmader, and I am the dungeon master for This Could Get Dicey. I said DM instead of game, I said the wrong thing. Anyways, I am the game master, dungeon master, whatever of This Could Get Dicey, and it's a beautiful day to go to laser tag.
Hell yeah.
I got your 6.
Yeah.
We did this for Destiny's birthday just a few days ago, and my team crushed it.
Yeah. Alex and
Yeah,
I
y'all
were
did.
on a bad team. We did not do that.
Destiny was also
I
on your
had-
team. Can we make sure that's known too?
I didn't want to put
say
Destiny
that?
on blast because it was for her birthday.
But if
But
that was
you-
real Space War, we would have been totally blasted dead.
Yeah, Kenny and Alex walked into the room all confident. They were like, "We're on the stack team. We're gonna win this, no problem." And I crushed it on my team. Red
You
team
know-
for life.
You know what it was? Was that there was those little bonus targets on the wall, and I think
Cody, one of my friends just sat there and was tagging that the whole time.
yeah,
he
I
said,
think my wife was doing that too. Meanwhile, I was just sprinting around the arena,
I loved
full
it.
speed,
God, I loved
simulating war.
we were very tactical on our team. We were watching the angles. We were using cover.
I wish we could have played like at least like 6 more rounds.
That's
we
always
would
the
have been,
problem,
like,
right?
We
Yeah.
would have been dead. We would have been so tired. But like,
So
man, it's
and so sweaty. We were so sweaty after 2 rounds.
After that first round, and they were just like, "Hey, the second round already started." And I was like, "One, you didn't make that obvious enough, and 2, we don't get a second to catch our breath."
I want to walk into a laser tag room and it be like frigidly cold. Like
They usually are.
make that thing cold. Like damn, it's way too cold in here. And that's why when you finish the first round, you're like, I'm alive.
Oh, man, I know it's very sweaty in there, and I know it's really hot and gross by the end of it. But I think I could do like a full day of just nonstop laser tag. I really could.
This is one of
I don't
Kenny's
need to see the
bold
sun.
lie statements that he does. where
It's
he just
not. I could do
confidently
this
says
all.
something.
I get obsessive about things, and when I'm playing laser tag, I'm like,
all
yeah,
day
I could do
nonstop.
it all day.
I whenever I am on every now and then I get on airsoft TikTok, but those crazy airsoft that's like in a warehouse with like a bunch of tight corners and rooms,
shit.
and it's like people with GoPros just like running around with like they're not full auto because that's insane. And like I'm just like, man, I just wish for once I could do that. Go into a big warehouse, obviously wear just like a shit ton of protective gear because airsoft hurts.
It hurts, man. I still got scars from airsoft as a kid, but. Can you imagine how tired you would be after
So tired.
just a couple hours even? That'd be the best sleep of your life afterwards.
Wow, we should go to war so we get the best sleep of our lives, huh?
Go Army.
Oh no.
I'm still not under the. I'm still on the a whole day straight playing laser tag. I don't
Yeah, that's
know
wild
about
to me.
that.
Yeah, take it. You get a pizza break in there.
Well,
Some pizza soda
yeah,
that's
break.
not
had-
what he said. That's
he
not
said
what he
straight,
said, though.
yeah.
I
He
would
said
go
straight.
straight. I would go straight through.
I would
but
self-sacrifice because I get hungry.
I am like this though. Whenever we're like playing a board game or something, like we were playing Magic the Gathering the other night, and it was like 1 a.m. and I was like, I can go again, and everyone was like, absolutely not. Okay.
I could have gone again if I didn't live, 30 minutes away from you and stuff like that. So,
Just saying, all day. I can go all day.
okay. All right. We'll have to test this one day.
All day.
With that, are y'all ready
To
to
this
play some
day.
Dungeons and Dragons?
All day.
To this day.
I can't really just chat with y'all some more.
Well, we can't do that, unfortunately, Destiny. So,
It's not your birthday
This is
anymore.
the hardest part.
Aww.
last we left off, our adventurers continued their journey to reunite. Emil and Ellis trekked across the tundras of northern Nigeria, where they met a wolf named Corelia, who guided them to the Giant's Foot Inn at the base of the mountains. Upon arriving and having some delicious bread bowls, they left and found out that Corelia was actually a crystal dragon. Corelia took them up the mountain, where they finally reunited with Lü'mis again at the monastery outside of Mooncrest. It is late in the evening, and you all are now reunited once more. Corelia is back in her wolf form. Helena is here too. The squirrel's Foolies is seemingly growing at the moment, and you all are standing in front of the courtyard of the monastery. What do you do? It is late at night.
Lü'mis, this is it? This is the crib, the pad?
I mean, it's the closest thing I have to home, I guess.
So yes, this is for this is where your coffin is?
Yes. Do you want to see it?
No, I'm thinking I'm just gonna camp out in the woods tonight. No, of course I want to go in and see it. This place is dope. It's on the side of a mountain. I just rode a dragon for the first time. I point to the wolf.
Yeah, how did that... that was the wolf the whole time?
Whole time.
The whole time.
Whole
It
time.
was the wolf, of course. It was a dragon. Since I died a couple days ago, I've stopped questioning the direction of my life, and I'm just kind of riding the wave here. I would love to see your home. It's beautiful here.
Yeah, Lü'mis, look at Emil's duds.
Yeah, your shoulders are exposed.
I know, it's scandalous. Don't make a big deal about it.
And Ellis, was that Emil's coat jacket?
I am not casting minor illusion well enough because it's supposed to not look like that jacket at all. And I snap my fingers and turn it back into Emil's studded leather jacket. I'm like, yes, it is. He gave it to me. Like a varsity quarterback captain would give the head cheerleader would. And then I snap my fingers again, and it turns not looking like Emil's jacket at all.
What do the younglings say when, this magic happens?
They seem pretty excited. I mean, it's pretty late at night for them, so they're getting kind of a little sleepy probably.
Nah,
and
they're the
probably-
bosses of their own bedtime.
Okay. And they are probably not even paying attention to this conversation because they're pretty much astounded by the wolf that's near them that was a dragon mere moments ago. So they're kind of playing with the wolf instead.
Fair.
I turn to Corelia and I assume the telepathic kind of link is still up between us. I'm like, thanks again for taking us to the top of the mountain. That was very, very nice of you. Is this where we part ways?
We don't have to part ways now. Well, we could keep hanging out for a little bit.
That would be excellent, because I think we're in need of some wisdom, and I bet you have quite a bit to share.
Oh, maybe a little presumptuous of you, but okay, yeah, I'm sure I have. I mean, I've been around for a long time, so I guess that's a safe assumption. And then the Corelia will also look at you, Lü'mis. Hello, I am Corelia, the wolf slash also dragon.
It's telepathically, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, I am Corelia, the wolf slash also dragon, as I mentioned just moments ago.
Yes. I'm Lü'mis.
Okay, nice to meet you. I am friends of Emil and Ellis now.
Are you gonna stick around?
Yeah, if everyone's okay with that, at least for a little bit, or until you shoo me off, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you one thing for sure. I'm not shooing off a dragon. If a dragon wants to hang out with us, dragon's gonna hang out with us.
Yeah, we trust Corelia. They've been of great service to us so far.
I just can sense a great willpower within the three of you. So I figured I could maybe be of help.
Oh, yeah, Lü'mis. That's the whole reason why Corelia approached us in the first place. Like, we have, like, they could smell it off of us. We're exuding potential.
Interesting.
Come on!
And Lü'mis,
how much more confirmation do you need?
Yeah, a lot has happened in the last few days, but of one thing I can be certain is that we are worthy of the presence of this dragon.
Does the dragon sense that in me as well?
Yes, I can sense it in you as well, that you also have a great strength and willpower to you, that it will be helpful in the coming months or days. I'm not sure the timeline of the events of things. Maybe you all know more. I can sense the great evil inside the world. Let me start there. And I can then sense also that you three have a strength and willpower about you that I think will be very important for taking over and taking down such evil.
God, I hope you're right. Lü'mis, is there somewhere we can go that's a little more private, so we're not talking world-ending things in front of the younglings?
Oh, they already know about it. I've informed them.
Oh. That's very brave of you all, I say to the kids.
Yeah, we're gonna take over we're gonna help take down the big evil and stuff too. We're gonna protect the monastery and stuff. Yeah, we're gonna protect the monastery for sure from all the evil in the world.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's awesome.
That is very brave
There's
of
like
you.
there's like a lot of you too.
Yeah, there's like 5 of us. There's more that there is asleep and stuff. They're not super brave yet, you know?
Yeah, y'all are like the captains.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, we're the captains. My name's Kermit.
You have a bright future ahead of you, Kermit. All right, well, let's let the adults handle this next part of things. Lü'mis, can you take us somewhere?
Or you want to give us just a quick little tour?
Yeah, that too. I know it's early.
Yeah.
Late.
Or, sorry, late.
Late. Yeah, I can give you a tour.
Go ahead.
Let's see it.
I think Lü'mis will start bottom to top, so he takes you to where his coffin is first. So this is where my coffin is. This is where I ended up yesterday, I guess. That was yesterday, huh? 2 days ago?
2 days ago. Right? I'm pretty sure it was like 2 days ago.
This is still the morning that we woke up in the day after. Like, this is technically we woke up and like came here, so it was.
I think it's only been
yesterday.
like 24 hours.
Yeah, because we did rest a little bit in the tundra.
But Emil and Ellis, you also did a time zone change too. You lost like 8 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
When we got here, it was evening, but we had just woken up.
Gotcha.
Just to make things more complicated.
I'm locked in.
I don't understand. But I'm with you though.
So this is your like bed
I guess closest.
because you don't sleep.
Yeah, this is the closest thing I get to sleep. I guess is like an hour. If I die, I'm paralyzed in here.
And you just materialize in the coffin?
Yep.
Can you open it?
Sure. Lü'mis opens it, and it's empty in there, but you do see some like branches kind of seeping in and out of it, and like greenery kind of in a sense, which is odd seeing that it's in the bottom of a wintry establishment.
Is there a pillow?
No, I don't sleep in here necessarily.
I just figured that if you like died, it would probably be like really traumatic, and I would at least like if I had to go back to like a tight wooden box, I would at least like a pillow to rest my head on it.
Can I take a close look at the coffin for any like symbology or anything that I can pick up just from examining this strange magical artifact?
Sure. Do an investigation check.
A 15 total.
There's no strange markings. I think with your investigation, you can infer this wasn't maybe Lü'mis's like original coffin. Like this was one that Lü'mis built later at this location, basically. So this isn't the one that he was like first put into or anything like that.
How did you get the greenery to grow out of it like this?
That's a great question. I think it has to do similar with just how I sustain my life. You know, through gardens, through plants. I think it's just part of me.
Pretty dope. It's pretty spooky down here, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a
spooky.
little. It's a little unnerving, but also it's very important to the monastery. And Lü'mis like points at all the like shrines and whatnot that has previous brothers and sisters that have since, passed. It's I know it's kind of odd, I'm still living here and I'm in a place where they put the other brothers and sisters to rest, but we kind of figured it was the best place for it.
It'd be wild if they put you like on the roof.
Yeah, the younglings wanted to put it in their room, but that wasn't going to happen.
That seems very traumatic.
Imagine materializing and there's a kid playing fucking Play-Doh or whatever in your coffin. I know we've talked about this before, but we've been on kind of a journey lately, and I don't know if this is the place to talk about it, but when I followed you into the woods the other night, it was not your normal meditation. You were there for a while, so I think you're thinking about things, and I think something's happening. How did this arrangement come to be? How are you back here now with us? You died. We watched you die.
I feel like I've told you before, I can't die. I just poof into that mist, and if I am in it too long and I can't come back, I respawn, if you will, here.
But how did that happen? Because when I died, it took Helena to bring me back.
I'm a vampire.
How? How did you become a vampire?
That's a great question. I wish I knew.
You don't have anything?
Becky, do I?
The only thing that like predates your known memories was that last kind of thing that you saw of Denthalia closing the coffin on you.
No, I searched for it for decades upon decades of how I became this way, how I woke up, how did those adventurers find me in the first place. Honestly, the only thing that I somewhat know about, coincidentally, I saw it, I guess in like a vision or whatever, memory, was that night I just saw Denthalia, if you remember from the book that we saw in Ursa Nor, close the coffin on me.
And the same Dinthalia that had written at least one of those letters that we found in Mistfall?
I think so.
Hmm.
I've never met, in this current life, a Dinthalia before. The first time I've heard that name was when we all heard that name.
Okay. Well, whatever the reason, I'm glad we've seen this place now. It's going to make it easier to just hopefully come closer to this location if we have to pick you up again. Not that I think that's going to happen. But now we know.
Yeah, now you know.
So is there like a kitchen or something? Or what's next?
Yeah, what's next?
Sure, follow me. Lü'mis then goes through the monastery, showing him the kitchen, the dining hall, the sparring room, I'm assuming there's a type of library here where the younglings can pick up on their studies and if anyone else needs to study stuff.
Yeah.
And then Lü'mis brings them to the garden that I guess is like dedicated to him, and then the bench on the outside, right? It's like the courtyard, I guess, of the monastery.
It's in the courtyard, and as you all have kind of like made your bearings up here, or kind of found your bearings up here, you have noticed that just the way that the monastery is sort of like nestled within the mountains, like allows for some slight warmer weather, or like at least it's not like so frigidly cold. So you can see that there are plants growing here still through the winter. They have like a light dusting of snow on them out here in the courtyard.
This is really pretty.
Thank you.
Do you just like eat these? Like, is this where you would come to like sleep and stuff, to meditate?
Yeah, well, during my time here, whenever I come here, this was made for me, dedicated to me. A lot of stuff here is like, usually you dedicate stuff for people that have passed. So it's interesting that they have this stuff for me. It's nice. But yeah.
This is much more of a kind of a wholesome place than I suppose I was picturing.
Same.
Are you in charge here? You like the manager?
No, I guess I have a higher status here in a sense, but that's just because I've been here the longer than most people.
Big brother?
Yeah, I guess I'm a big brother. And I would say one of the more people in charge is Brother Mateo.
He's the one who wrote that note.
Yes, he was kind of the one that suggested I leave here to kind of see what else is out there.
Man, does he have business cards?
Very strange that you mentioned that. And Lü'mis pulls out of their pocket with Brother Mateo's business card.
Called it. Knew it.
Should we meet with Brother Mateo? It's very nice of him to allow us into the monastery.
I definitely would like for y'all to meet him, but it is early in the morning, and he's just probably sleeping.
Okay. That's cool. No worries.
I would like to before we do anything else, I don't know how long we're gonna have Corelia here with us, and it's really cool that you let us here safely, Corelia. But I'm also curious about some other stuff. If you're down to answer some questions.
Oh yeah, you see that Corelia and Helena have been like laying down in the snow, like they're at like a slumber party, sharing like memories with each other and stuff. Nice. As y'all were doing the tour, and they get up and kind of come over to you. I'm happy to share whatever I might know out here in the cold. Or are you all? I'm fine in the cold, but I'm a wolf right now.
Yeah, do y'all need more clothes or blankets?
I'm cool out here.
I think I'm still riding like the adrenaline high of being on the back of a dragon. It was cold up there, but you're right. This garden is kind of warm.
Okay.
It's a nice location for this kind of chat too, because I'm wondering. You said you know of the evil that's in the ground. What do you know of it?
Well, I wasn't around the last time it was around. I am old, but not that old.
Okay.
But I know that the land was quite devastated from it, and that the dragons here in Aegea helped thwart the evil and kind of remove it from Aegea at least. But I did hear that an ice rune, that finally the gods intervened to put it away.
That's right. Some gods came together and worked together to put them away. We're in a similar situation now, where a Torum is getting very close to coming back. And I'm wondering, I don't know if you like fight at all, if you're strong, but we're going to need allies. And we're going to need people who know how to handle killing a god. Because if I know, I don't know anything about that.
Sure, I do. I can fight. Yeah, not my. I'm more of a pacifist, I guess, comparatively to most dragons. Maybe.
Dude, same. Compared to most businessmen, I'm relatively peaceful.
Okay. Well, yeah. But yeah, I can. I mean, I can help or try and speak with other dragons across Aegea to see if we can garner some sort of group.
Yeah, ever since we got here, we've just heard that there is just like a mondo amount of dragons here. Some good, some bad. You're obviously one of the great ones, obvi. What's the... If you had like a general estimation vis-a-vis total dragons, and then like, is it like a 50-50 split? Is it, are y'all like constantly at like an eternal war with each other, and there's this whole other story going on?
Well, no, we're not in constant war. Well, I guess I could tell you a little bit of the story of Aegea a little more, since in my time maybe. So the land was devastated by that great evil, but the dragons helped thwart it off. But the people of Aegea sort of had to go into hiding to stay safe, in hills and mountains, caves, things like that. And then when the destruction ended, they emerged and learned to start anew. But magic was very much forgotten across the land and had to be relearned. And there was a dragon of Aegea, a great bronze dragon named Gindil, and she was a very strong, powerful dragon who unfortunately passed away long ago. But she was also amazed by the strength and willpower of a certain adventuring group and granted them her draconic blood. In doing so, Gindil sort of changed the landscape of all of Aegea and made sure that the people of Aegea had magic to go forward with.
So, magic started here? Like in this land?
No,
I guess like Era 2?
Era 2 started here, but I heard in Ice Rune it was maybe different, that perhaps the Fae brought magic.
Interesting.
Something like that.
That's right. But, yeah, the Fae did bring magic through, and the rest are kind of similar when people were reconstructing societies after the big destruction. They brought in some Fae to help.
I guess you could consider the dragons sort of the Fae of this continent, so to speak. Unfortunately, I am not a metallic nor a chromatic dragon, so I can't grant draconic blood, just to kind of clear the air and get that out there first. I can't do that, okay? I'm a crystal dragon.
But you can give rides.
I could give rides, and I could turn into a wolf,
What is your? If you don't mind telling, I don't know if this is like faux pas. You gotta forgive us. I don't think any of us have ever spoken to a dragon.
okay.
So if this is like a faux pas question, please reprimand me. What is your like? Do you have like a breath thing? Like,
oh,
do you know how
what
like?
is my element, if you will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second.
Let me check my book.
Let me check in my journal.
They're a pacifist. They don't use it often.
Yeah, they've never used it.
Peppermint candy.
Sunshine and rainbows.
Gumdrops.
I guess my element would be like radiance or radiant sort of magic.
That makes sense. Yeah. So you do like a big radiant beam?
A big radiant beam, yes. It would seem that I exhale a burst of brilliant radiance in a 60-foot cone, and then each creature must make a con saving throw or take 9d8 radiant damage.
So you don't. That's
Yeah.
not something you do often, I'm guessing.
No, it's pretty peaceful. So yeah, I guess continuing on, we're not at constant war. So the bad dragons, there's a plethora of dragons here, a number, I would have to say at least in the hundreds of dragons about, but we're large creatures, so we don't really like buddy up with other, we're not like pack creatures. We're very much lone wolves,
sure.
if you will.
Haha.
But there are evil dragons. We're not at war. Again, thanks to that adventuring party, they sort of put an end to a terrible. There was a terrible black dragon named Alrier, in which they defeated him long ago, and that kind of put a stop to a lot of the warring between metallic and chromatic dragons. Us non-metallic and chromatic dragons are more neutral parties.
Well, we could use a real Gindel type of miracle here. If you'd be able to like round up some dragons to help us fight a god, that might come in handy. It's going to be soon. Things are happening pretty quickly if we don't stop them.
I could try and find fellow dragon friends and see what they all have to say.
Is there anything we can do for you? You've done so much for us.
I guess my side of the bargain is to help you, and you make sure that you keep that good willpower going, and help keep the evil at bay.
Damn, that's so hard. Just like, it's almost like you were meant to find us.
That maybe so, but yeah, I can sense the greatness within you, and we dragons hear the stories of Gindil, and I for one latched onto it, wanting to also find great adventurers that I could one day help. Maybe, I can't do the draconic blood thing, but another way.
Well, Corelia, I will say that in the I guess the reality that we win and we're like all like one day, 100 years from now, they're singing songs about the fucking squirrels, foolies, and shit. I'll make sure that Corelia's in there.
Oh, thank you. That would be great.
Both of you,
Hell yeah.
Referring to Helena and Corelia. Both of you have told us now that, you were like drawn to us, that you were being told or intuiting that we have this like special purpose. Do you think that means that we don't have like any choice in the matter? That like this is what we were always going to do?
I can't say for certain, personally. I don't know if I believe in, well, I guess I maybe do believe a little bit in destiny, but I think you can always have a say in your own destiny.
Yeah, I think so too. Regardless, thank you both for believing in us, I guess.
Yes, of course. I will stay until you all like head out from here in case you need anything else.
I take it you're not interested in checking out another continent. You got your probably not gonna leave these lands, huh?
I could be convinced. Although that is a long flight across the. I fly fast, but maybe not that fast. I could make it. I don't know. Maybe you would pass out from the G-forces.
Yeah, probably. we do have a teleport box, and if you were a wolf, we could probably take you with us. But
I don't know. If that seems like it would, I guess I should maybe spread the word here.
This is where all the dragons are, right? There's like hundreds here, maybe only a few over there.
Oh, are there dragons over there?
We fought one.
yes, we fought a white one.
Oh,
It came at us angry.
Yeah, it was rough. Here's some of its scales.
she stiffs them. Oh, this not quite a pure white dragon, but some sort of ice dragon.
Boreal.
Oh, a borealis dragon, very rare. We don't have those here as much. Oh, the crystal dragons sort of are the borealis dragons, I suppose.
I turn to Lü'mis and I go, is this like, again, not trying to faux pas, in a place, that I'm, I don't know the fucking rules here. Y'all got beer or anything? Do y'all do that here? Or is it like a body is a temple sort of a thing? I'm just not trying to fucking ruffle yuck anybody's yums.
Oh, there's ale here.
Hell yeah. I would love one. Dining hall, I guess?
Yeah, you can meet with Gregory.
I can't wait to meet him.
Isn't there like a monk class that's like Way of the Drunken something?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Drunken Fist? I think so.
Yeah, Drunken Fist. In World of Warcraft, there's the Brewmaster spec.
That's what Gregory is.
Nice.
I keep picturing this like HGTV like home decoration show hosted by Lü'mis in my head, and it's hilarious. Thank y'all so much for listening to episode 67 of our podcast. This could get dicey. It means the world that you hear. Thank you for sticking along, hanging out with us on this fun little adventure we're going on. I want to give a super special shout out to our Patreon members. Thank y'all so much for supporting us in the way that y'all do. If you are interested in becoming a member of our Patreon, you can head on over to patreon.com/TCGDpod. We got some different tiers. You can choose what's right for you. We also got a little free tier. If you just want a little bit more content, we upload something there called This Did Get Dicey. We record it. It's a video. You can see our faces. We do it after we finish recording an episode. It's a little 5-10 minute cool down. Talk about what we just did. It's fun. It's just more stuff. Come on over. Come hang out with us. If you're feeling extra generous, you can share this podcast with a friend of yours. You can, share it on your social medias, on your fucking Instagram, on your Twitters, on your TikToks, wherever you can. Word of mouth is super, super important. If you want more content, you can head on over to our website, tcgdpod.com. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at tcgdpod. Come talk to us. Come chat. Also, keep your eyes and ears posted next week. We got a little spooky surprise for you. But you'll get that soon. You're gonna have a great time. But for now, let's get back to this episode. Thank y'all.
You all head to the dining hall where there's like a couple people still kind of either staying up a little late or kind of coming off switching guard shifts and stuff. And there's a big burly man behind the counter, kind of in the kitchen. Hello, welcome to the dining hall, friend of Lü'mis's.
You must be Gregory.
I am Gregory. I am not a brother.
You're not a brother.
You're not?
You're just an employee?
They pay you, right? Like you're.
Yeah, they pay me. No,
Okay.
I like being here. I just,
Great.
I don't, I didn't want the title.
A lot of hoopla, huh?
I do my own thing over here. It's maybe a secret a new way of monkhood.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Um,
If you look behind that curtain, you can see all of my kegs and brewing equipment.
I peek behind the curtain. Wow, Gregory.
Oh my goodness.
There's like cauldrons bubbling, and he's like, "Oh, would you like to try one of my new things? I know brown ale is really popular around the world. But
It's the only thing I've ever had.
oh, well, let me let me get you a flight here real quick.
A flight.
right.
Let's go. Heck yeah, miss.
He comes back with like a nice flight of like an IPA, a very dark ale, like a one of those like red sour ones, some varieties of brown ales. I hope a nice blonde, like a Corona with a lime, all
Fuck
of the.
yeah.
So, I hope you all guys like drinking.
Gregory, you have exceeded all expectations. Thank you so much. Do we owe you anything?
No.
Just incredible. This place rules.
Yeah. I mean, you're like a friend of somebody here, right? Is Lü'mis with you?
Yeah, Lü'mis.
Yeah,
Lü'mis is with
Lü'mis
us.
is here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Lü'mis, sorry, you're always so quiet and you never eat anything, so. Cool, yeah. Well, hey, you got a lot of years of, like, Lü'mis's food that you didn't eat to eat, you know what I mean?
I'll take all of his monk books.
Are you guys hungry,
His dining
too?
hall money.
Absolutely. I'm always hungry.
Oh, okay. I'm doing a variation on bread bowls. I learned from the giant's foot in about bread bowls, so we have a different bread bowl. This one's a nice beef stew with ale in it.
Oh my god. You make this at 5 a.m. or whatever time it is? Let's
Yeah,
go.
whatever. You never know. But the way of the monk, the way of the drunken hand,
Oh my goodness.
I look at Corelia and Helena, and I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. You're gonna have to find some new people with potential, because I think I'm gonna be a brother.
Also, I like how I accidentally made Gregory's voice just Corelia's voice, but louder.
That's fine.
It's fine.
We all have a limited Rolodex.
Yeah.
I imagine like after food comes out, which is delicious. I'm imagining. I go cool. So hey, look at us, y'all. Phase 1 of the plan complete. We've successfully made it here. Lü'mis, you're here. Emil, you're here. And I'm here. Helena's still here. Shouts out MVP. Past 24 hours for real. I guess tomorrow we go back.
Do you mean later today?
It's nighttime.
I thought it was early morning.
No,
It's like
it was
2
early
a.m.
morning. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It's still nighttime. In the morning, afternoon. Lü'mis, is there anything you need to get done here?
If y'all don't mind, I would like to train at least one more time with my training master.
Cool. Yeah, for sure.
I also think we're not. Yeah, we should leave, but also I think we have a little bit of work to do, the three of us, to make sure we are. I mean, we'll look at Ellis meaningfully, like ready and okay.
Yeah. I mean, shit, y'all. We want to crack that can open. Let's crack it open.
We can't go forward without doing that. At least I don't want to. Lü'mis, are you okay? We haven't even talked about it yet.
Physically, yes. Mentally, I'm working on it.
Would you like to elaborate? I don't know if we want to do it this here, right in front of everyone.
I mean, sure. I have had long nights with Gregory before.
He waves from like behind him. Hey, if you guys need anything, just let me know. I'm not listening or anything, though.
He like pushes his hair back and like yeah, clearly I didn't do anything in that fight that was at all helpful. If anything, I made it worse. I put y'all in danger, So yeah, mentally not in a good headspace there.
I mean, Lü'mis, Emil and I have already kind of hashed out a little bit. Definitely left a bit open-ended. I think several things can be true right now. Lü'mis, I'm glad you're not dead. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy we're all here. It's important to know that you got ambushed, dude. You're not you're immortal, but you're not invincible. You got ambushed by two extremely strong people, one of which can look like anybody they want to. They're dead now. Natasha's dead. Raya's dead. I would like to say that I'm very sorry for deciding to sleep in the squirrel's folly. I should have been there. I should have been out with y'all. Yes, Lü'mis. I'm kind of gonna echo the same thing I kind of told Emil. We don't have to be friends. The three of us. There's no rule that says that we have to, like each other. I'm just going to put my hat in the ring. I would like to call you all my friends. If I'm going to spend this much fucking time with you all, I look at Emil. If I'm going to travel across the continent, I look at Lü'mis. If I'm going to travel to another continent to save both of y'all's asses, to do things for you, I would like to be able to call you my friends. So it's coming from a friend. Yeah, Lü'mis, I'm not disappointed in you for losing this fight. We're gonna lose fights. I'm frustrated that I feel like sometimes I don't know what else to like give you, dude. Like, I don't know what else to do. I feel like you're just, even now you're still kind of shut. Like, we're in probably the most comfortable place for you that you can be in, and I still feel like you're completely shut off from us.
And I have to tell you too, Lü'mis, that I would also prefer us to be friends. My offer stands. I want you to work for me when this is all over. But this place is pretty great too. I'm having a hard time trusting anything except for whatever gets me the fastest path home. Right now, that's defeating a Torum. Somehow it's become that. And so I think I need to learn to start trusting you, Lü'mis, and that's difficult for me.
No, everything you're saying completely valid, and I honestly do see y'all as, and like Lü'mis chokes a little bit, like hard to say the word friends, but at the same time, I've known you for 2 months? That's like maybe 2 days, 2 minutes in my lifetime. It takes me a bit to open up fully. I'm trying. It's just gonna take a bit. And I hope that my actions that have happened in the past weeks of adventuring together speak a bit more than the words I can't say.
I think sometimes, Lü'mis, it's the words you do say. And Lü'mis, yes, the spotlight's on you right now. I want you to know, Emil and I dug into each other.
Great, if you need to do that with me, go for it.
It's not as fun when you're a willing target, I feel like.
Yeah. We had a lot of adrenaline because, like, I thought Emil was gonna die, and then he came back to life. And when Emil woke up, he was like, "Fuck everything, nothing matters." And that really was the last straw on my camelback.
You don't understand, Lü'mis. I saw a Torum right up and close and personal.
How?
Fucking Natasha dragged me through hell. It's right up to him. It was awful. It's terrifying. It was like the last thing I saw before I died. And Helena and Siloria brought me back. And so my priorities have changed a bit. I think this mission will be easier if we can get through any personal stuff and just have trust in one another. But I don't know how to do that. We need help, I think, before we leave.
If y'all are open to it, it's not on his business card, but Brother Mateo also offers group therapy.
Ugh.
Therapy? Not us being anti-mental health and pro-landlord.
Not you.
Yeah, speak for yourself. I'm just here.
Yeah, I mean, I go to it often when I'm here.
You go to therapy and like talk?
Yeah.
We gotta go.
I have to see this for myself.
Is this Mateo a crystal fucking dragon too? Because if whatever they are, if they can get you to talk, I gotta meet them.
Here's the thing. I've known Brother Mateo his entire life.
Did you change his diapers? And now he's your therapist?
No, I didn't. But it's just like there's a trust we need to build between the three of us. There's a trust already established between that Brother Mateo and I built.
All right. If you trust him, I will also trust him.
Do we have to wait until morning?
I mean, it'll be in a few hours. He wakes up pretty early. It's another probably 3 hours or so.
Well, it's plenty of time to get drunk.
Great. Pre-gaming our therapy session. Sorry, I'm not trying to judge. Do whatever you want. I'm not trying to judge.
I guess until man, fuck, I don't know what else to talk about.
Do you have any questions for me?
Not really. Tor was nice. This is a really nice place, Lü'mis. Everybody seems to be very nice. I mean, I guess I've only ever met the kids and Gregory, but so far everyone's very pleasant.
Yeah, that's the general vibe here. I definitely was breaking people down.
Shocking.
I'll change the subject by taking out some of the stuff that we found on Natasha and Raya.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. I pull out of my bag Natasha's journal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I haven't peeked at this motherfucker. Not that I've forgotten about it. I've been thinking about it ever since.
We've also got the sending stones on waiting. Granite Vallum told us to. We got these sending stones off of Natasha and Raya, and we talked into them. And Granite Vallum was on the other side of it, and we told him to.
I pretended to be.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. We now have a direct line to Granite Vallum. I mean, I'm sure that this motherfucker is not a fucking idiot. He's going to figure out probably very, very soon that Raya and Natasha are dead. But I did do my little Ellis thing. Put on Raya's voice. Didn't really get any info out of him. He just said to meet us back at the base. But worst case scenario, I'm going to psychologically destroy this man before we ever meet in person again.
Excellent. That's great.
I'm like, all right, well, let's dig into the journal, I guess. I pull it out and I open it up and I go, Chapter 1.
Yeah, the notebook is home to many of Natasha's ramblings and musings. She writes of the process of bringing Atorum back, why she was in Ursanor, her and Raya, Denthalia. So there's a couple different chunks of text here you can learn from. So there's on bringing back Atorum, on Denthalia Cathorn, on Ursa Anor, on Helena, and on Raya.
I look up and I go, I think you were already dead, but we did kind of, it was kind of revealed to us that Raya and Natasha were lovers.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty juicy, but I guess let's just go with bringing up the Atorum part. Let's just skip to that part really quick.
Okay. This is all her handwritten notes. It says, the process of bringing Atorum back seems to be going quite well. We have multiple points in which we've been able to feed organic matter into the depths of Drugala. The combination of the black lichen with Drees blood appears to be a sustainable approach. The blood invigorates the black lichen, causing it to grow at a higher rate, allowing for Atorum's consumption to sustain quite the rate. Feeding Atorum this organic matter certainly strengthens him. He speaks to me, though, desiring more. His strength is returning, yet it is not enough. People must know of him, must follow him, must fear him. These past followers of Atorum that have been hidden away across the world need to be found. Too many of our current leadership cannot come out from under their titles to fully spread the word of Atorum. Bringing these past leaders back into the fold would serve us quite well. The end of that chapter.
Okay.
Multiple points is not very specific. I'm still wondering about how many other spots there are where they're feeding. How could anyone else have Drees blood? I thought Ursa Anor was like the only place where Drees blood were gathered.
Maybe we should look at the Ursa Anor chapter, see if they've been shipping it or something.
I remember them asking for a sample in a certain letter we had found.
I skipped to chapter Ursa Anor.
All right. My time in Ursa Anor has been most prosperous. Service has led these people well, bringing them into the fold of Atorum. Atorum will be quite pleased to know that such followers believe in a world owned by untapped potential and the wild power of nature. Dade has been quite useful in these proceedings. We've been provided with plenty of Drees blood to sate the black lichen across Ice Rune for quite some time. I am curious to know what limits these followers of service are willing to go to for a god that is not their own. It does not help that followers of Siloria are still welcomed here. If given the opportunity, they would be completely rooted from this place, Drees blood or not. Their influence creates too much balance and holds back service followers from their true potential.
Okay.
So they had a stockpile of Drees blood, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. All these idiots who were just giving up their blood willingly and not questioning where it was going. Awesome. Cool.
I turned to Helena. I'm like, Helena, there's a chapter just on you here.
Oh, that's quite alarming. I wonder, does it seem long?
I'm not sure. Do you feel comfortable with me reading it aloud?
Sure. Let us learn together.
All right, and then I'll get to the Helena chapter.
It's a quite small chunk of text comparatively. While here in Ursa Anor, my goal is to facilitate the trading of Drees blood, but I would be remiss not to search for any remnants of the Great War. There has always been tales of champions, ghosts of the past, wandering the woods from where blood was spilled long ago. If I witness such a champion, I will have my revenge for the followers of Atorum before me. That's all it says.
Oh.
Well, that was quite uneventful.
Okay. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't like, there's this fucking piece of shit in the woods. I can't wait to kill her.
But you all killed her, so who cares
Yeah.
if that's what it even said, you know?
I know. It would be funny, though, if it said that.
Yeah, of course, yes.
It does make me think that there might be more to those woods than just Helena. She said that there might be other relics or ghosts of the past there. It does make me think about the Elder Woods again. Maybe there's something there in terms of helping with this conflict as well.
Those are good points. Besides Raya, what are the other?
What's the other one?
Chapter?
The other one is on Denthalia Cathorn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let's get to Denthalia.
The Enclave in Aegea, I hear, did not send their best and brightest to investigate Denthalia's resting place. However, despite this, they did seem to succeed.
You mean the bestest and the brightest?
What, Bug, Pug, what were all y'all's names?
I do not remember.
Telemachus and Alex's character.
Boo Boo.
Boo Boo.
Boo boo
Boo
boo boo.
boo.
That's right. Many sacrifices were made, however, and she now walks among us. She has returned to the Enclave with one of the members, and we've sent word that she should come to the operations here in Icerune. It is only right that she return where it all began and ended. We have sent word for Denthalia to return to the Enclave near Brinehorn. Her memory, I have heard, is shockingly still intact. Denthalia was the last to find rest, it has been said, but still some time has passed. Incredible to know that it is as if she has been sitting within her coffin, keeping her mind sharp until the moment she was needed. Avondale, when I spoke with him, seemed to not remember a single thing from Atorum. No memory of other generals, no memory of the war. Was he put in his coffin too soon? Did he desire to forget all that had happened during the era of his aspiration? Did the gods intervene with this one? Why would he have been selected for such intervention? Quite a curious case. It will be interesting if we can find more of the resting places of these leaders and what state they will be in. Denthalia, sharp as ever, or will they be like Avondale, who has forgotten their potential?
Denthalia sounds nuts.
Hey, Lü'mis. You got some divine intervention going on in there, I think. Sounds like, maybe?
Sounds like it.
Ooh.
Why didn't you remember?
I mean, I tried asking in the beginning years once I guess woke up, but I can't necessarily go into any divine worship places, so I kind of figured that wasn't the answer.
Could I do like a little, in my head, a little silent prayer, and just be like, Siloria, are you there? It's me, Emil. Hey, what's up with Lü'mis?
She's like, bitch, I don't know.
Listen here, bitch. Listen to this tea. Roll of religion. Check.
8.
It's just crickets up in your head.
Okay, it was a long shot.
Yeah.
All right,
one more chapter. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope it's. I hope it makes me feel kind of bad about killing.
I kind of hope it's.
I thought you were gonna go a different. I hope it was smut of just
Smut.
them like writing. Yeah.
I hope this is Fourth Wing right now. Up in here.
Smutty love letters that they sent between each other. Anyways, in the journal there is a dried and pressed red lily, folded notes also hidden between the pages, and in one such section she writes about Raya. I have asked Atorum to grace Raya with his gifts. She has a reverence for what we're doing, a desire to bring back Atorum, and yet receives so little in return. I have nothing within my grasp to offer her but my patience and love. Atorum, though, he could give her so much. She is a skilled assassin, but with his gifts she could be even more feared. I gave pause before asking Atorum for such a thing. It is not my place to ask him for anything, truly. But I dwelled on what victory would look like, who would be there, what the world would appear to be. I could not imagine this life without her. Atorum returned, the world order destroyed. We could want for anything, and with his power we'd receive it. I would want Raya there for this, by my side, not as two pieces of a larger pie, but to be the only pieces remaining, the truest believers in destruction and withering, with no ulterior motives, just pure desire for nothing in this world to exist but ourselves.
That's love.
Aw.
That's so sweet.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, "Damn, glad we killed them because they're a little."
No, yeah, no.
Damn, glad you clearly
they're-
killed them.
I mean, I guess, me, I'm a sap. Just that one line of, like, I can't imagine living without her. And she never really, I mean, like, I think she had, like, 6 seconds of living without her before. I blew her face off with my magical beams.
That's right. Little sadistically, I'm glad that Raya went first.
Oh, yes. Ooh, yeah. Just a little bit of icing on the cake. Yeah, after you vanished, Raya got spiked to death by Emil, and Natasha got hit with the 4-seam fastball to the dome.
Great.
You're not impressed? Like,
No,
you're
I'm
not impressed?
I'm very impressed. I said great.
Sounded kind of sarcastic.
I'm glad these two
we
are
need
gone.
to go to therapy.
Really quick though, Breinhorn. Did we just read that their base is there? What did it say, Becky, about Breinhorn?
It said that they have sent word for Denthalia to return to the Enclave near Breinhorn.
The Enclave. Would I know what that is?
You're just guessing that, like, that's what they're calling their, like, maybe little, like, bubbles of people.
Okay. So they have some kind of base in Breinhorn.
But Granik Valum lives in Theronhill?
Yeah, he's like a representative of Theronhill.
Am I wrong to think that he's like the head bitch in charge?
He might be in charge of something. He's the one who wanted to know about how the Lycan was being used to power the robots. But I mean, we don't know what he's in charge of.
I just feel like there has to be somebody at the head of this. I mean, obviously Atorum is at the head, but like who's like right under Atorum?
Yeah, I don't know who this all comes down to. Maybe it could just be a bunch of generals acting in conjunction with one another. I mean, Raya and Natasha and Granik were all connected with these sending stones for some reason, and nobody else answered.
But not Dade.
Dade was a tool. True, and both meanings of the word. Just quite a tool.
I was gonna say.
I think had a big following of service, and Natasha exploited that, and brought over all those followers of service to serve this other cause that they maybe didn't even realize fully what they were doing.
Well, I guess we have very limited time to decide where we're going next. I mean, we can go to Theronhill to go after Granik. He seems, at least on like skull level difficulty, lower than somebody who's been sitting in their fucking coffin keeping their mind sharp. That sounds terrifying. Though Breinhorn, we've been getting a lot of hints towards Breinhorn, but fuck, that sounds really scary. Because I am sure Homegirl is pissed off. And dude, imagine Lü'mis when she sees you and she's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, what's up? You ready to team up?" And you're gonna be like, "I don't know who you are." And then she's gonna be like, "Then you must perish."
Yeah, and imagine if she is also a vampire.
Shit, we should find her
We
coffin
have
here.
We have to find if there is a chance she is a vampire. We have to find her coffin first and destroy it.
Oh, fuck.
That's a whole other thing.
Wait, if someone destroys your coffin, you're gone? You're donezo?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, like, could you, like, destroy your coffin and then build another one and that's your new coffin?
Yeah. If there's not a coffin in a structural coffin available for you to go back to.
Look, I have a gut feeling that's just in my gut. I'm just going to throw this out there. I have a feeling that wherever her coffin is, it is at the end of some sort of twirling spiral-based labyrinth. And
You know what? I bet a bunch of level 3s could handle it, so I think we can handle it too.
Well, she's not there, so. Oh god, that'd be so funny. We run it back. Let's run it back.
I think that Theron Hill is still next because the Court of Outlaws is expecting us. They're preparing for us to meet them there. Remember, that it has to be our next stop. They're waiting for us specifically.
We can ask one of the court to handle the coffin.
We don't know where it is, do we?
No, but that can be their problem.
Yeah, I'm sure there's another side mission where Court of Outlaws people went to go handle something and it went great.
Corelia speaks up. Do you know what continent the coffin might be on?
I'm guessing it's Ice-Rune because that's where Ursa Honor is. And where Brian Horn is, and I don't know how much cross or like extra continental travel they've done.
The paragraph, I'll read it again. The Enclave in Aegea, I hear, did not send their best and brightest to investigate Denthalia's resting place, but she has returned to the Enclave with one of the members, and we've sent word that she should come to operations here in Ice-Rune.
I see. So it was here in Aegea, now that I'm looking back at the evidence.
Oh, well, perhaps the dragons could help find it, too?
Oh, that would be so
Come
killer.
On, let's go.
Corelia, if we do depart from you, I don't know if this is a stupid fucking question. Is there a way, could you, like, talk to us?
I happen to have had some forethought about this. And she pulls out from deep within her fur a crystal stone and hands over. This is what they call a sending stone.
Fucking dibs.
But yeah, it's just one stone for you all. She has the other stone, so it's like a walkie-talkie directly to Corelia. I don't know how, since none of you can learn sending. This is like or I guess you could probably, Alex, right? But
yeah, I think I'm a couple levels. No, I don't know. I don't know.
But this is the way to do it. Instead,
now.
you'll have a box of rocks that you're all carrying around, being like, "Hello,
Oh
nope,
shit!
wrong
Which
one.
one's the right
Hello?
one? Sorry, Grandic. I'm trying to reach this dragon we know.
Corelia, this is awesome. Yes, yeah. If you all can, you and whatever dragon buddies you can gather, if y'all could hunt down this coffin and take out this coffin, that way, whenever we face Homegirl, we can be confident to really throw all the spaghetti against the wall to make sure that she dies for good this time.
Yeah, we'll see what we can maybe do.
See, this is a plan. This is what I'm talking about. We've formed a ball, and now we get it rolling. We're doing great. All right, you think your therapist is awake yet?
No.
Becky? Did you say no?
Yeah, we'll say it's like 3, 4 a.m. You still probably have like an hour or two to waste. So unless y'all want to do anything, I assume you all will kind of just spend some time here catching up and chit-chatting, making plans here in the dining hall, and we'll start there next time.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad we are going to be moderated in our convo.
Yes.
Oh.
So I was like, all right.
Thank you, Becky,
I guess
for facilitating.
I guess Ellis is hollering.
Okay, maybe this could get dicey.
I think so.
Hello, this is me, Corelia. Thank you so much for listening to This Could Get Dicey. I'm just kidding, I'll talk in my normal voice. Thank you so much for listening to This Could Get Dicey. Check us out wherever you find podcasts. Obviously, you're listening to that right now. That doesn't make sense. Check us out on all the socials at TCGD Pod. We have a website, we have a Patreon, and listen to our next episode on Wednesday, November 6th.